lost goals updates. I just want to talk, okay? And I thought, well, I don't really have like that much, not like a full video's worth of topics. And then the universe, just a mere few hours ago, said, girl, I got you a story. I got you a story that you can tell your people, and we can all have a hearty chuckle about it. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm laughing because I'm convinced that there is a higher power. Sorry, I had to sit back. My back is tight from everything today. I'm convinced that, like, I said to myself, we're doing stuff for the plot in 2024. Like, we're doing the hard things, the tough stuff, like, whatever, right? The universe has done shown me that we really are about that life. We're writing that for the plot. So I got here after, like, the latest. So my boyfriend's bike was here already. His motorcycle was still here. He drove his car to work today. So he drove the car up, and then I drove in afterwards, but he's leaving. I'm not leaving the house tomorrow. He's leaving. So he is gonna, we had to switch the cars, so I had to pull in first so he could leave and not have to drive through the grass and everything. I opened the door, and there's a cat, a kitten, a full cat, like a cat. And now I keep in mind, okay, I don't live on the ground, so I live in a trailer, so it's lifted from the ground. So imagine like of those beach house trailers that are like off the ground. They're like 11 to 14 steps that go up to my door. Okay, so like I'm not on the ground level. So this cat walked its little happy ass up the stairs and sat at my door. So I opened the door, and there's a cat meowing in my face. And it's dark, obviously. Why did I say, well, I'm home from work, so yeah, obviously. And I hear meow, and I see an animal, and I freak. I'm like, oh my god, and I go back inside. When I close the door, the cat tries to come inside. I got dogs. I got 2 decently sized dogs. If you're unaware, by the way, I have 2 dogs. I have 2 pit bulls. I have, they're both I have an American Pit Bull Terrier, and I have, okay, well, the first one is mixed with a pit bull and a Greyhound. I lied. Greyhound. The second one is a pit bull and bulldog mix. She's got a bunch of like square head. I've shown them on this channel before. And then I've got a bunny, which used to be in the background of my videos. Which, by the way, is not a miniature bunny. That is a full-size bunny. He's a Dunlop bunny. Did I make that up? I think that's right. Don't quote me on that. And then I've got a chinchilla. I also have a fish. I have a little beta fish. We're at max capacity. So my dogs go to the door, obviously, because we're leaving. So this cat, I'm like trying to protect the cat, so close the door. And then we have a window in the door, in the back door. And so I look out the window, tell my boyfriend, like, there's a cat out here. And he's like, oh my god, look. The cat is like stretched up and trying to like get our attention and meowing his little face off. So I'm like, alright, well, I go back outside. I'm like, whatever. And the cat's like, hi, basically comes up to me, whatever. And I'm like, what's up? Well, I go back inside. My boyfriend comes outside. My dogs start barking, obviously. My dogs start barking. It scares the cat. The cat runs down some of the stairs. I try to stop him. I'm like, hey, it's okay. Come back, like, whatever. Cat stops and sits down and stares at me. My boyfriend brings out a can of tuna. The cat goes downstairs. My boyfriend opens the can, leaves the can, and the cat immediately starts eating. And he's not looking at us. He's not worried about us. He's not concerned about us. He is just like he's known us his whole life. Like, that cat doesn't know us from anybody. So I am I'm like a humanitarian, but I'm a humanitarian for animals. I'm an animalitarian. That was stupid. Anyways, for all the people who think I'm funny, scare me a little bit. They're not good pictures, but that is the cat, and there she is. We think it's a girl. Oh, and that's my TikTok. We don't need to see that. I thought I took another picture. Did I not? Nope, just those two. So now we've taken in several animals before. There are a lot of stray animals that like live out here. We always catch them, we hold on to them, and then we return them to their owners. That's kind of our thing, to be honest. It's happened, I think, 3 times since we lived here. Happens all the time. We take them in, we take care of them, and then we send them on their way. We're planning for that this time as well. I don't really want a cat right now. I've got a bunny that is well acclimated with my dogs. I've got a chinchilla that is well acclimated with my dogs, and I do not want to introduce another animal to these other animals. So, I very obviously still have my cough. So, we're walking through that right now. Okay, let me carry on my story real quick. So I put it in when I go and get a cat carrier. Why do you have a cat carrier if you don't have a cat? Good question. I love when you ask me good questions. So recently, as in January 2nd, our landlord informed all of the renters that pest control was gonna come in here, or gonna like come into the rental properties and bait and spray for roaches, I'm assuming, vermin, I don't know, whatever. They baited and they sprayed. I can't tell you what they did. I don't know. I wasn't here. But they said you could leave your animals. I'm not doing that. First of all, I've got way too much money invested in my animals to be leaving them in when you're spraying chemicals. Second of all, I'm not an absolute horrific human being. So I packed up all of my animals and I took them to my mom's, who was so gracious enough to just let them chill. She loves my dogs, but like I took the other animals. My mom's afraid of small animals, by the way. So I had to get something to put my bunny in. To be fair, that my bunny is now large. He has a name. His name is Archie. Why am I calling him my bunny? His name is Archie. To put Archie in something, it had to be the size of a dog or cat carrier. So I had to go up a size because he's actually right now too big for the smallest, like the extra small dog carrier. Yeah, and this is a miniature bunny, by the way. But I got a bargain because they sold him as a miniature. So we are I put him in that. He walked right into that little carrier. And we have a couple other this is a spare bedroom, and then we have one other spare bedroom that my boyfriend uses as like a workshop. And because I have to be in here significantly for the next like the weekend and stuff, he is going to like, he's in there basically. He's in my boyfriend's office. Oh my god, why am I struggling to talk? I just like lost my whole train of thought. So he's in there, he's got food, he's got water, litter box, because I already have litter, because my bunny's litter trained. Shut the fuck up. Can you believe that? I litter trained a bunny. You damn right I did. Damn right I did. It doesn't pee or poop in anywhere except that litter box. I'm a boss. No, I had nothing to do with that. I bought the litter and the box, and my beautiful little Archie boy hopped right in there and has never peed or pooped outside of that thing since. I don't know. I'm blessed. I got a smart bunny. I really did. He's a sweetheart too. Anyways, my chinchilla's a little asshole. Anyways, not what this is about. So we're trying to figure out that. I got a couple of things we're gonna run through first to see if it's like something. I think it's somebody's cat from out here. We're not too sure he wasn't abandoned, but we don't want to assume. So I'm gonna email the leasing office with some pictures. There's a lost and found like app. I'm gonna put him on. We're gonna give him over the weekend. And if I don't hear anything from anybody on Monday, I'm gonna text a friend of mine from work who just lost her cat like a couple months ago, and I'm gonna see if she wants him. And if she doesn't want him, we have stopped the planning process there, because my boyfriend, I think, might want him if he gets along with our other animals. If he doesn't, unfortunately, we're gonna have to surrender him to our animal shelter. And if we do, the one thing that I think is good is our animal shelter is a no-kill shelter, first of all. And second of all, I am an avid gazer at the animal shelter because I'm always looking for another dog. I need help. But anyways, want him to be in a good home. And if our home is not the right fit, then I want that to be known. So that's been what I've been dealing with for a couple hours. It's significantly later than when I normally film on Thursdays for that reason. But let's update you on the weight loss situation. First of all, let me take a picture of this so you can see this too. Hold on. I should have done this beforehand. I'm sorry. I did this. Oh gosh, hold on. I saw this on TikTok, right? Where you take your goal weight and on a sticky note, and you put your current weight and your goal weight on sticky notes, and every single pound in between that you put there, right? So I did what I think is a relatively realistic goal. So that's the board. I think it was cool. I bought post-it notes and put cool colors to write it on and stuff. Alternated because I'm OCD and weird. I'm not OCD, but I am weird. So I have, I'm gonna be very vulnerable. I started this journey at 240 pounds. 240 pounds, okay. Largest I've ever been. Time to get under control. I have lost 3 pounds in a week, which I'm pretty happy about considering I've been sick the whole time. But it's really good nose to the grindstone season. Now that I'm feeling better, I'm gonna start working out again, and we're gonna go. I'm hoping to drop some more than just 3 pounds here in the upcoming whatever. But I have dropped 3 pounds. I have some goals. I'm trying to drink a gallon of water a day. I'm trying to, why am I so dry? Hold on, I need lotion desperately. My goodness. I am drier than your average Sahara desert. Good Lord. My hands are like cracking. I stood outside for like a long time waiting on the cat to come in the carrier. My dude ate like the entire can of tuna before he went in the carrier. Alright. But yeah, I have some goals and stuff that I like want to accomplish. Lots of them actually. But I decided to do year-end goals this year instead of like as a whole New Year's resolution, to do monthly resolutions. So I have a couple of full year ones, but I'm doing more like, it's almost kind of like a monthly to do where I'm like doing things I want to get done to make my whole year better. So that's been cool. I'll tell you, this house hunting process and the housing process has been really scary. Already, I'm terrified. I'm actually really, really scared. I don't want to rush anything, but I feel like we have to get going, and like, I don't know, I'm nervous. I feel like it's a big step. Like, that's not the part that scares me. I feel like it's a lot of money, and I feel like the market is crazy still, even though it's not as crazy, it's still pretty crazy. And like, I don't want to make the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be stuck with like a lemon of a house, you know? I don't know. I'm in my head. I noticed that today. I'm really in my head this week. I'm living rent free up in here, which is not a good thing. I haven't really been out of the house that much because I've been sick so much. I haven't really done anything. I went to work the last like 2 days, but other than that, I haven't really done anything since last Thursday. So it's been a full 7 days, and I've barely spoken to other people. I was going a little crazy there for a little bit. Got like some real cabin fever. Just like pent up in the house, like miserable, freaking the hell out. Like, oh my god. I don't know. Even though I have like online friends I talk to literally every day. But I don't know, it's just a lot. Like, I don't know. I felt like today, I gave myself a panic attack, which is probably the dumbest thing you could do, because like I actively knew it. I was doing it, but I couldn't stop it. Like, it was happening and I had no choice. Like, so I don't know. And then work's been kind of crazy recently. Like, there's a lot of like toxicity going on between like me and management, which I don't like. I don't like bad crazy year, like a crazy year, and it is what, like the 10th, or it's the 11th, and I'm gonna tell you what though, I've embraced the crazy, like I've run headfirst into the insanity, and I'm here for it. That's like with this cat, like I'm kind of scared because like that's another bill, it's another mouth to feed, it's another whatever, but I mean, I'm a big dive head first kind of person. I'm also a really big believer in like things don't happen on accident. Like this is way too circumstantial for me. Like that cat like knew what was going on. We think it's a female. She's very comfortable with us already. Like doesn't seem to be too afraid of our dogs. Like shit, they haven't introduced, but our doors have these like vent slats in them, and they can smell each other through the vents. I don't know. One thing I've learned about myself is my subconscious. They always say that you have one emotion that is like your main emotion, right? Like that's a thing that I've heard a lot. Like we all have an emotion that we default to, I guess. And I feel like mine is worry and stress, which is terrible. And like anxiety, like that's like my go-to. Like, oh, this is something so easy. No, we're gonna stress about it and worry about it and make yourself absolutely freaking miserable until you've run it into the ground, or it happens, whichever happens first. And I don't know, y'all. I really don't. I'm trying to get over that, because that only hurts me. It only affects me. You know what I mean? Nobody else is hurting except me. And I'm trying to get past that. But, that's not easy. You know? I don't know. I don't want to get too deep. It's not that serious. But I'm really trying. The only way I know how to do that is to just sit back and enjoy the ride. And as a person who is not as close to me anymore, but I still value their opinion decently, said to me a couple like last year, don't block your blessings. I should get that tattooed on me, to be honest. That has been a life-changing quote for me. Don't block your blessings. And that's it. And as soon as I was like, alright, my whole life changed. And I want to be more like that. I want to be more like, alright, I'm not gonna get in the way. I'm gonna let go and let God. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna run my course, and then whatever happens, however my course differs because of these things. I got some of my best friends on this planet because I didn't block a blessing, because I let go and let God, because I went out of my comfort zone, and I responded to doing a notification. You know what I mean? Like it is really that easy. Like it is, when you step back and just let it go, it really is that easy. And like there's an ASMR artist on here that I really like, and I'm not gonna say his channel because he's a much bigger channel than me, but he does a lot of like what I would consider be like more manly content. I just like his voice, to be completely honest. But one thing I think where we disagree is he said that to work hard and to be successful, I had to give up everything. And so like, I'm not married, I don't have any kids, and and whatever, right? And I feel like that's where we disagree. And I respect what he does and who he is, and I think his opinions are valid. Everybody's opinions are valid. They're like assholes, we all got them, right? But I don't think you gotta sacrifice everything to be successful. I don't, and I say that because I haven't. I consider myself relatively successful for my age. I'm not disappointed with where I'm at in my life and what kind of money I'm bringing in. I mean, me and my boyfriend, we're blessed with the kind of money that we bring in. We're blessed for sure. Like we don't struggle. We never have. I mean, but we weren't given it though. We worked our asses off for it. You know what I mean? Like nothing was gifted. We've worked for what we've got for sure. But I feel like we're in a really good place to say that I didn't give up my friends. I didn't give up my life. I didn't give up anything. I didn't give up having animals. West level, or maybe even more by the time I'm his age. And I think the work he's done is impeccable. I've learned a lot from his videos, and I think he's great. If you know what I'm talking about, that's awesome. If not, don't worry about it. But I think there is this manly energy, this masculine energy that doesn't always just come from men in general. Women can hold masculine energy. There's this masculine energy that is telling people that it's like, you cannot truly succeed unless you are willing to risk it all. And I don't believe in that. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's right. I don't think you have to give up everything you stand for, everything you want in life, your dreams and your goals, just to make $1. Because at the end of the day, yeah, money's great. But at the end of the day, if you look around and you die alone with millions, you know what I mean? And my dad always said to me, and this happened when Steve Jobs passed away. My dad said, "You know what you noticed?" I said, "What?" He said, "He's one of the richest men alive. And all that money could not buy him another day on this planet." And I thought that was a really, really solid argument. I mean, Steve Jobs was at one point the richest man alive on this planet, richest man in the world. But all that money, all the Apple products, all the scientific discoveries, all the shit, not scientific, but all the discoveries and innovation he did. I mean, that money couldn't buy. That's like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. You can do what you want to, and you can try and prolong your life. Because I know, isn't Elon Musk invented the chip in your hand to try and make you live forever or some shit? Come on, bro. Come on. You can throw everything you want to at it, but at the end of the day, that chip might not disintegrate, but the skin will. Your mind will. Your body will. Your skin will. Your heart will. And you can try and de-age or anti-age or whatever, but it's not gonna matter. And I've always said this. I don't want to live to be 100. And people are always like, what? You don't want to know? Matter of fact, if everybody I loved and cared about passed away tomorrow, I would like to have died tonight. And that's not in a morbid way. And I say that with a laugh because it's not morbid. I'm not like, oh, I don't want to live. No. I don't want to live without my people. Because some people in life you just can't replace. Like your mother, your grandmother, your grandparents, your father, you've got any siblings, your cousins, they're people you cannot replace. And you might have beef with them, or you might be upset with them, or you might not love each other all the time, but you know what? None of that matters. None of it matters. It doesn't matter. I've said this my whole life, and even before I really even knew what I was saying. I'm an only child. And I always said, my grandmother, my mom, and my dad are my only immediate family. My mom's mom is my grandmother. That's it. That's all I got. And when the three of them go, and now of course my boyfriend's a pretty solid part of that as well. If the four of them were to go, God forbid, God for actual bid, I don't even want to give a date. Whenever. I want to die the day before. And it's not like, oh, she doesn't want to live. No. It's, I don't want to live without the people in my life who make my life my life. My friends online. If one day they just up and ghosted me, I'd be heartbroken. I would be destroyed. Hope and Elise and Addie, if they just left. And I don't know if Hope watches these videos anymore, but I know Elise doesn't. She hates ASMR. But if Hope and Elise just up and ditched, and that was it, I just never heard from them again. Bro, it'd take me a year or so at least to get over that shit. I just, there are certain things you can't replace. There are certain connections you have with people. You can't replace that. My